Imagine a retail giant that's loved for its generous employee benefits, mouth-watering food samples, and unbeatable bulk deals. The name that comes to mind? Costco. But what if I told you that behind this seemingly benevolent billion-dollar empire lies a dark hidden truth? A side of Costco that the billionaires behind it don't want you to know. From questionable supply chains to shocking employee practices and hidden environmental costs, Costco's clean image might just be too good to be true. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the untold secrets behind one of America's favorite retail giants. Costco is often painted as the good guy in the cutthroat retail world. Unlike Amazon or Walmart, Costco's reputation is built on treating employees well, paying fair wages, and offering affordable prices. The narrative is simple. Shop at Costco, and you're supporting an ethical company. But is this just a carefully crafted myth? Is Costco really as ethical as it seems, or is there a shadowy underbelly lurking beneath the surface? The story starts with Jim Sinegal and Jeffrey Brotman, the co-founders who crafted the Costco model. Sinegal in particular became the face of Costco's good guy image. Known for his down-to-earth persona, Sinegal was often seen touring Costco warehouses talking to employees and projecting an image of a leader who genuinely cared. But what if this friendly image is masking a corporate strategy that's far from ethical? Let's peel back the layers and start where it all begins. The supply chain. Costco's model is built on bulk buying, which helps keep prices low for consumers. But that bulk buying also gives Costco immense power over its suppliers. The company often demands rock-bottom prices, and while that's great for your wallet, it's not so great for the people on the other end. Take, for example, Costco's seafood supply chain. It's been revealed that some of Costco's seafood is linked to forced labor in Southeast Asia. Workers, often from impoverished backgrounds, are subjected to brutal conditions, long hours, little pay, and physical abuse. And yet, this seafood ends up on Costco shelves wrapped in clean, consumer-friendly packaging, with most customers having no idea of the human cost behind their purchase. Costco claims to have policies in place to combat these practices, but time and time again, reports surface that show these efforts are more performative than impactful. Is this the cost of keeping prices low? A supply chain that, despite company promises, continues to exploit vulnerable workers? Another cornerstone of Costco's benevolent image is how it treats its employees. The company is known for paying above-average wages and offering benefits that are unheard of in the retail industry. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find cracks in this pristine image. Reports from former employees tell a different story: overworked staff, unreasonable expectations, and a culture that pressures workers to meet near-impossible demands, all while smiling through the stress. And while Costco employees might be making more than their counterparts at other retail giants, the reality of their day-to-day work paints a picture that's far from the idealized narrative the company promotes. A former manager described the pressure as unrelenting. He said, "It's like they're paying us well just so we won't complain. You're expected to give your life to Costco, and they make you feel guilty if you ever push back." Costco has mastered the art of giving just enough to avoid scrutiny, but when you pull back the curtain, it's clear that the company's employee-friendly policies aren't as flawless as they seem. Costco's impact on the environment is another dirty little secret. The retailer's massive warehouses are filled with products wrapped in layers of plastic, contributing to a staggering amount of waste. And while Costco promotes sustainability initiatives, the company's carbon footprint tells a different story. Costco's massive scale means it's responsible for enormous amounts of CO2 emissions, primarily from transporting bulk goods across the globe. Critics argue that Costco's sustainability efforts are little more than greenwashing, a way to appease eco-conscious customers without making any meaningful changes. And then, there's the issue of food waste. Costco's business model relies on selling large quantities of perishable items, leading to significant waste when consumers can't use everything before it spoils. The company's efforts to donate unsold food barely scratch the surface of the environmental impact created by a system that prioritizes quantity over quality. Now let's talk about the billionaires pulling the strings. While Jim Sinegal and Jeffrey Brotman are often seen as the heart and soul of Costco, it's the new generation of executives who are taking the reins, and with them, a shift in priorities. Costco's current CEO, Craig Jelinek, and other top brass are increasingly focused on profit margins, often at the expense of the company's supposed ethical standards. This shift is reflected in the company's dealings. From squeezing suppliers to cutting corners on sustainability, the focus is no longer on the good guy image but on maintaining and growing a multi-billion-dollar empire. The billionaire club at the top is getting richer, while the cost of this wealth is passed down to the most vulnerable links in the chain: the workers, the environment, and ultimately, the consumers who buy into the myth. So, the next time you walk into a Costco warehouse, remember that there's more to this retail giant than cheap goods and free samples. Behind every discounted product is a chain of decisions that often contradict the company's good guy narrative. From unethical labor practices to environmental harm and a relentless pursuit of profit, Costco's benevolence is anything but pure. But now that you know the truth, what will you do with it? Will you continue to shop with the same loyalty, or will you demand more transparency and accountability from one of the world's biggest retailers? Let us know in the comments what you think. And if you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the hidden worlds of the brands you thought you knew. Thanks for watching, and remember, things aren't always as they seem.